This is sort of a sloppy video. I just got done running, so pardon the presentation of this video. I have a bunch of leftist friends. It actually comes with the work I do. Sort of the unicorn in that herd. And some of them, about 10% of them, do a pretty good job of articulating why they feel the way they feel to me. Most don't, most just emote, but some of them do. And I think what it all comes down to is community. You know, the left sees these individualistic, selfish, profit-longing people. And, you know, they just don't know why we just don't care about the community, why we don't care about others besides ourselves. And this is an interesting thing, because that whole premise would strike a conservative person. It strikes me when I hear it articulated as a very, very odd sentiment. And myself, being a Christian conservative, I mean, it's in the DNA. I mean, I was raised in a very, very small church, and it was in the very essence of the church to meet the needs of the widows, to meet the needs of the impoverished, to go out and actually tangibly serve, cut the grass, rake the leaves, to know the needs, to feel the pulse of your community. And that's predominantly the case in the American church. And moreover, if you go down statistically and you look at who actually rolls up their sleeves, you know, conservatives, look this up, conservatives give more money. And I'm talking beyond tithing, and I love how they just like nullify tithing. It's just hilarious to me, but let's do that. Let's just nullify tithing. People, especially atheists, they don't like to count that. Let's just not count it then. Conservatives still give substantially more money than left-leaning people. They give more blood, they give more time. Who's more likely to serve in the military? Give back to their community. But liberals believe this, and what it comes down to when you listen to them articulate their arguments is that they're frustrated that we don't believe in using the government to serve community. And that's really the rub. We don't see the government as being the best way to do that. And for good reason. If you're a poor, impoverished kid in Kansas, how can a bureaucratic state possibly know the nuanced human needs that you have? It cannot happen. People don't need to join community. They don't need to join churches or 4-H clubs or Rotary clubs, because the government becomes all these things. The government becomes your father. The government becomes your husband. The government, the big government, takes care of all these needs, and it actually undercuts community. So liberals really truly believe that the best way to deal with all these massive problems is the federal government. And when you hear them talk about community, that's what they mean. You know, so it's almost like a lost in translation thing. Here you silly conservatives are thinking community actually means community. People you know, people who your heart breaks with. Not liberals. They see the government as being this end-all, fix-all. And the problem, of course, even if you don't agree with my ideology, is that a big state, even if it wanted to do that, even if it could do that, which it can't do that fiscally. It can't possibly financially do these things. And Europe and every single big state model is failing because of that. They're attempting to do just that, and they can't do it. They can't succeed at doing it. Bureaucrats can't possibly know the needs of individual people, individual lives, individual community. We, the people of the United States, we the people, not the government, not the government.